Breaking the silence, taking the dive in. Nikki pulling strings like she playing the violin. Made in his likeness, radiant vibrance. Give him all glory, ain't no way to deny it. She gon' make you laugh, she gon' stimulate your mind. Making things shake, she ain't in no wasting time. They can come close but can't imitate the grind. Got a different way to illustrate and innovate designs. BTS podcast, gotta watch that. Teaching us the game, that mean Nikki got class. If you watch it once, you gon' wanna stop back. This an opportunity that you cannot pass. Unleash your inner voice, cause better days coming. Better days, get ready for better days. Better days, better days. Better days, get ready for better days. Better days, better days.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Breaking Silence podcast. I'm your host, Arthur, Nikki, Nicole, and today isn't just about announcing a marathon. Today is personal. The Fatherhood Marathon actually started off as me wanting to do a fatherhood panel, but it didn't work out the way I wanted it to work out this year. Hey, sis, thanks for coming in. It didn't work out the way I wanted it to work out, but it worked out the way it was supposed to work out. And the Fatherhood Marathon was created to honor fathers, father figures, and men whose influence continues long after they're gone. For many people, Father's Day is a celebration. For others, it's a reminder of someone they miss. And for some, it's both. For me, I'm missing my father today. Usually Father's Day is like the hardest day for me. Literally the hardest day for me to get through. But because of this fatherhood marathon and because of these four men that stood in the gaps to do this marathon with me, to let me know what fatherhood means to them, they don't know how much that means to me. They made my day worth it. They actually gave me something to do today, and instead of me mourning, I can remember my father for who he was, and at the same time, see what fatherhood means through their eyes. So y'all got to make sure that y'all tune into these stories. The next, Charlie Nice, well, my personal episode dropped at 11 a.m. this morning. Charlie Nice episode dropped at 1 p.m. So y'all make sure y'all go back and listen to this episode. It's very, very powerful. We have a good time, but we also have some serious moments in there too. So make sure y'all watch the replay for his episode. Coming up next at 3 p.m. is going to be Samaj Austin. He's a young father. Yeah, I'm not gonna tell y'all about the episodes. Y'all just gotta tune in and hear these powerful stories. Then after 3 p.m., 5 p.m., there is Meek. Meek is up next at 5 p.m. And lastly, Langley Shazier will be at 7 p.m. So I hope that y'all would join me today for this fatherhood marathon. If you don't get to tune in while I'm live with the marathons, that's fine. But at least tune in and watch the replays. But this marathon was a way of creating a space where men can share their stories. Thanks, sis. Thanks, sis. Shout out for her. Shout out. Because when we talked about this, she was like, won't you do a fatherhood panel? And then just navigated from there. She always coming up with something. You know what I'm saying? She always coming up with something. That's my producer, y'all. That's my producer. And you can't have her. But anyway, it's for creating a space where, men can share their stories, their struggles, their victories, the legacy they're building for the next generation. And as many of you know, I lost my father when I was 15 years old. Well, y'all may not know. And at the time, I didn't fully understand how much that loss would shape my life. There were conversations we never had, questions I never got to ask, moments he never got to see. So just 1 month after my father passed away, I found out I was pregnant with my son. So while I was grieving the loss of my father, I was preparing to become a parent myself. And that's a chapter of my life that changed everything. Like, there were days I still wish I could pick up the phone and call him. There are days I wish he could see his grandchildren. There are days I wish he could see the woman I've become behind this mic. And that's why this marathon matters to me. That's why it matters to me. Oh, I'm not going to give them too much. They got to watch the episodes. I'm not going to give them too much. And, you know, the episode with my father was one of the most personal segments of this marathon. It's a tribute to him. If heaven had visiting hours, a letter to my father. It's not an interview. It's not a conversation. It's a letter from a daughter who still misses her dad. A daughter who is grateful. A daughter who remembers. A daughter who wishes she could see him one more time. She could have one more conversation. So each guest in this marathon represents a different side of fatherhood, all at the same time. Thanks, sis. Hey, JPad. Thanks for tuning in. Some are fathers, some are mentors. Well, all of my fathers, actually. They all are mentors in a lot of ways that they don't see themselves. They're leaders in their communities. Some have experienced incredible loss and still found a way to keep moving forward. And together, they remind us that fatherhood isn't just about biology. It's about influence. It's about presence. It's about sacrifice. It's about legacy. That's it. So I hope y'all will swing back by and watch my episode about my father at 11 a.m. that released at 11 a.m. this morning. Watch the episode with Charlie Nice that released at 1 p.m. and coming up right now as we speak, 3 p.m. with Samaj Austin. And at 5 p.m. episode is with Meek, 7 p.m. Langley Shazer. So I hope that y'all will continue to rock with me today as I pay tribute to fathers today. As I was thinking, I was like, this is not going to just be this year. This is something I'm going to do every single year. So if you still have your father to call him. If you are a father, remember someone is watching your example. If you lost a father, know you're not alone. And if there's a father figure in your life who made a difference, tell them thank you. The crazy part about it, y'all, I'm also honoring my godfather today. I lost my godfather some years ago, and he kind of like filled the shoes of my father after he left, and now he's gone. Like, he understood exactly who I am. He fought for me in all kind of ways that he could, and I miss him too. So this is like a double whammy for me. And I just thought about that sitting here like, wow, I no longer have him either, but I'm not gonna get emotional on here, y'all. But join us all day long as we celebrate the men who helped shape our lives. This is more than a marathon. This is more than a podcast. This is a celebration of legacy. This is a celebration of love. This is a celebration of the men who helped make us who we are. I'm your host, Arthur, Nikki, Nicole, and this is the Breaking the Silence podcast. See y'all later.
Better days, slowly but surely it's a better space that'll waste my mind, so I meditate till I levitate, I elevate when I learn not to hesitate no more, keep moving forward, chase my goals and focus more towards it, hate the lows but I need those to flourish, place my growth in front, that's what's important. So I ask myself what inspires me, breaking out of my shell, feeling yo shot quiet me, and now I'm breaking the silence like I'm Nikki Nicole, let's go. Promise you gon' see better days. Gotta keep going till you see them. Promise you gon' see better days. You gotta keep going till you see them.